I actually started sounding the alarm on this whole issue back in May when we started declaring the local ordinances. The mayor promised me in May that if this thing ever got really bad, that he would absolutely declare a disaster declaration. And that has not happened. He said, not at this time. The White House asked me not to do it.
El Paso, Texas City Council member claims the Biden administration urged the city's mayor not to declare a state of emergency over migration. Today's New York Post cover calls the situation a Tex mess, claiming Biden officials pressured El Paso not to draw attention to border disasters. El Paso Mayor Oscar Leeser joins us now. Thank you so much for being here. El Paso is one of America's great cities. It's a beautiful place, a vibrant place. What is the scope and scale of the migrant crossing situation in your city right now?
Well, and thank you for having me on here, because that's something really important. I can tell you that 5 days ago, we were having about 2,200 a day. Now, this morning, we had right at about 1,000. So, the new federal program has really made a big difference. And, I'm looking at the picture that you're showing on your camera, which is not what we have today. It's not what we've had really in the last 30 days. It's, something that we've learned to adapt on a daily basis. And, one of the things that we've done really well is the work with our federal partners, our Congresswoman Escobar, and everyone concerned to make sure that we treat people in a very humane manner. And one of the things I tell people, and I look at them right in the eye, and I said, you know what, the way we're doing it here in El Paso is we treat people the way you and I would want to be treated.
Okay, so did the White House ask you not to declare a state of emergency?
Absolutely not. One of the things I'm very thankful for the White House, the federal government, they've done a really, really good job of working with us and helping us to make sure we get funding to be able to do the job that border cities are required to do. As a border city, we have responsibilities, and that's one of the things that we continue to do. One of the things we need to learn and really make sure we do is that we take the politics out of this. We have human lives. We have human people here. I read the headlines, Democratic mayor. Yeah, I ran as a Democrat, but it's really important that once we run for office and we get elected, we take the R or the D away from our names and understand that we have to represent 100% of the people that elected us.
We have here from El Paso sending to New York City 11,000 migrants. I understand why. But the mayor here, he says he can't handle this. And now that we have a tent that's going up to help take care of them, he has a similar view to you. You have to take care of the people that are here. But do you think that the White House is doing enough to actually stop the flow? Because they're going to keep coming, even if it was 1,000 today. That's a lot of people. And if they move on from El Paso, they're going across the country. And we have this issue of the fentanyl problem. So are you satisfied with how the Biden administration is handling it?
This new program was going to take 7 to 10 days. The new program was just announced a little under a week ago, and it will continue. We were at 2,200 a week ago. Today we're at 1,000, and I see it going down day in and day out.
Can I interrupt just to explain the program you're talking about? Is this for the Venezuelans to remain in Mexico?
Yes, ma'am. To be able to go online and apply for asylum and also apply for a work permit. And it's going to make sure that they don't come across Mexico, they don't come across the country, and they're not exploited, that they're safe. And that's something that's been really important to us.
But, sir, what about all the people who are coming who are not from Venezuela?
That's one of the things that over 50% of the people today that have been coming were from Venezuela. And now we'll continue to work with our federal government. We'll continue to make sure when it got over, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, it was really important that our community stepped up. And the city manager, the Office of Emergency Management, the NGOs, and everybody involved really stepped up to make sure that people were treated properly. And we opened up a welcome center to make sure that people were interviewed and taken care of, to make sure that we helped them go to the destination of their choice, not our choice, their choice. And we continue to do that. So that's been very important, and I'm very thankful to be the mayor of the city of El Paso, and a city that really cares and that makes, like I said, the sooner we all take the politics out of it and take the D and the R away from what we're talking about.
Would you agree that one of the ways? Would you agree that one of the ways to take the politics out of it is to actually have the border be secure, so that then we can all try to work on programs like increasing worker visas and things like that?
Well, I can tell you that El Paso is one of the safest cities in America and will continue to be the safest city in America. So I'm very thankful for the cooperation, and I'm very thankful for all our partners that have helped us to make sure that we didn't have to declare a state of emergency, because that's something you have to take very seriously, and we never got to that point, and now we're nowhere near it today.
All right. Mayor Oscar Leeser of El Paso, thank you.